Hi, everyone. At the beginning of our double parsha of Matot and Maseh, the Torah records something in rather unusual language. Vayidaber Moshe Rashei Matot Livnei Yisrael Lemor, Zeh Hadavar Asher Tziva Hashem, and Moshe Rabbeinu goes on to detail the laws of Nidarim, of vows. Normally, we would expect to find the pasuk of introduction being Vayidaber Hashem el Moshe Lemar, Daber el Bnei Yisrael, etc., etc. Why here does it begin as if Moshe Rabbeinu himself came up with these laws? This is a question that is raised by one of the Rabbeim from Yeshiva University, who was a Talmud Muvhak of Rav Moshe Feinstein, Rav Nissen Alpert Zatzal, in his Sefer Limudei Nisan. He also raises another question. Why are the heads of the tribes here called Rashei Matot, as opposed to what we would normally expect? If he's speaking to them, we would record that he's speaking to the Nesi'im. Why are they referred to here as Rashei Matot? Rav Nissen responds by bringing us back to Parshat Chukat, at the famous incident by Mei Merivah, where Moshe and Aaron are punished not to enter Eretz Yisrael because Moshe Rabbeinu, instead of speaking to the rock, hit the rock. Now there the Rashbam wonders, if Hashem's instruction was to speak to the rock, why does HaKadosh Baruch Hu command him to take the Mateh, his staff of leadership, with him? It's only a setup for Moshe Rabbeinu to fail. Why didn't he just say, without the requirement to bring the Mateh, speak to the rock and provide the water for Am Yisrael? The Rashbam answers as he does, but Rav Alpert gives a very beautiful response. He said there are two ways that a leader can exert influence over his people. One is through his might, the power and the authority and the majesty of his position, as is symbolized by the Mateh, his power, his strength. And the other is through the concept of convincing, of influencing, of explaining, of verbally leading the people. HaKadosh Baruch Hu wanted to teach Moshe, and through him Bnei Yisrael, a lesson. Take the staff, but that's not the most important tool in your arsenal. Speak to the rock. Don't use the staff. It's available, but that's not the primary tool of a leader. Moshe didn't understand that, perhaps, at the time. But eventually it sunk in, and Moshe understood the power of speech. And neder can forbid to us something that otherwise, by Jewish law, would have been permitted. A neder can require us to do something that otherwise we might not have had to do. That's the power of speech. So therefore it's recorded here, Ki'ilu nafal ha'asimon. Moshe suddenly realized a leader has to use the most potent tool that he has, the ability to communicate with the people. And therefore, Vayidaber Moshe Rashei Hamatot, a double meaning of Matot. They're not just the Nesiyim, but he's speaking in the face of the Mateh and conveying orally the laws that regard the power of speech. Certainly, as we're in the period of the 3 weeks, the importance of speech, to avoid inappropriate speech, and when we speak, to speak properly, is of paramount importance. Shabbat Shalom.